Welcome to CAD 200, and we are in week 8. And of course, you have two little things that we have to do here, two tasks. You get project 8, and then we've got exam 1. And I want to show you a little bit about exam 1 here, and just kind of give you a little bit of a refresher on this before you go in and you do this. And this is basically going to be everything we've done up to this point. You're going to open and attach a picture JPEG, and you're going to bring it in as an external reference. We're going to sketch this drawing in an architectural template. We're going to scale to the correct size utilizing standard doors as 3 foot wide, and we're going to print utilizing B-size paper with scale, and follow the instructions and complete the exam. Okay, so I want you to follow all this, what we're doing, and I want to show you just an example of what to do here and work with XREF. So first thing I want to do is I want to go in here and go new, and I want to bring in a template. And for mine, I'm not doing architectural, I'm doing a civil project. So I want to go in here and find my civil template. So let me go in here and find that real quick. And I'll scroll down to, this is fine, my civil template. It's got all my layers and got all of my layouts in it. And I want to bring in an XREF real quick. So I'm typing XREF, ref. And when I do that, it brings this up, and I've got an image, attach an image, because I don't know for sure if this image is a DWG or what, or not a DWG, but a PDF. I think it's an image. So I want to hit image. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, here we go. Okay, and then I'm just going to click and click. So here's my little image I brought up, and I'm going to go around this, and let's say for instance I want it to just real roughly put some points in on this. I can. I'll go around and just roughly put a few points in. And what I'll do is, if you want to use points, remember, go to Format. Let me shut this up. Format, Point Style, and I want to set the absolute. Click this and hit OK on that. And now I want to just test it out and see what it looks like. Point. Whoa, it's huge. It's massive. So Format, Point Style. I can go back and I can adjust this. Let's see what that looks like. Okay. Still big. Format, Point Style, and 0.125. Let's go 0.05. See where that's at. So it's getting smaller, and you can tell we've got to scale this drawing up. It's way small. That looks a little better. So what I'll do is I've got all my layers on here, and I've got points, so I want to make that current, and I want to start drawing some points on this. And let's say for instance I want it to just roughly put a few points, and that point is still huge, so I want to go point style again, and I'll keep on working with that till I get, oh, that looks a lot better. So go up here, draw multiple points, and I'm just going to start just kind of roughly just putting a few points in here, just like this. You can't really see that well because it's kind of got blurry on me, but I'm just roughing this thing out through here. And the more points you put, the more accurate it's going to be, of course. So we're just coming through here, plotting these points. And I just picked a random country. So once you get your points in, you would just come back and come up here to Polyline, and then just go in there. Make sure your node is turned on, and when I do that, I would just I'm going to turn all these off but my node. That way I don't have any issues. And I just come in here and I start snapping to these nodes. And see, I messed up already there, so I'm just going to delete and start over. Polyline. Make sure I'm snapping good to these nodes. And you can tell I was real rough with this. I didn't get the points in there real good. If I was going to do it more accurate, I would definitely be on every little point. So I go around through here. I'm just roughing it in. Right click and enter. So now I've got my polyline completely in there, and now I want to do a PE on that, the polyline edit, and click that line, and I'll do a fit, and it lets it just smooth out according to the points. And you can see you can actually adjust things as you need to, things that might be a little bit out. I need to turn that snap off so I can actually adjust, and you can go back in and kind of straighten these things up a little bit to get them more oriented a little bit closer to the actual feature itself. And you can see what I'm doing there. So after we get that line, and of course you would want a layer just for your line, and let's see if I can find one here. Let's say property line, state boundary. We'll just use that one. And I've got that in there, and now I can turn my points off by turning the light bulb off, or I can go up to format and then turn it off that way. Either way, it doesn't matter. I'm going to turn that current layer off. So I've got that. Now I back up. Just remember, this is an XREF. I can click on this, and you can show and hide. You see what I mean? Right there in brightness, and you've worked with that before, just to kind of do things like that. So once I get that in there, we're pretty good shape. Now we got to estimate the scale of this thing, and what I want to do is I'll find something. There should have, if there was a little scale on this thing, we would have been fine. We could have measured it. But let's say, for instance, like this line here, or let's rough this. From here to here, let's say we had a line and we knew exactly how far that was from, we got to turn on our layer. Current. Let's say, for instance, from here to here, that line should be, we'll say, that should be about 100 miles, okay? And let's go up here and measure it real quick. Okay. Well, back out here. Oh, wow, it's small. And we can actually take and click on this, right click, and go to precision. So, wow, this is really small. So it's only 10 thousandths of an inch, okay? And that's supposed to be 100 miles. Now, real quick, we'll do a little bit of math. I'll get my calculator out here. 100 miles in inches, we got to have them both in the same unit. So if this was 100 miles, I got to find out what 100 miles is in inches. Remember, 1 mile is equivalent to 63,360 inches. So you take 100 times 63,360. So that would equal 6,336,000 inches is what this should be. We're only getting 0.0012. So what you would do, you would take whatever number this is in inches, or whatever, as long as they're in the same unit, 6,336,000, and you divide it by what we actually measured. And we measured 0.0012. 2. Okay, let's see what that is. So we've got to scale this up by this factor right here. All right, so I want to click back on this and back up. I'll get rid of that, and I want to go in here and click on all of this and go to scale. I'll just hit that point right there, and then I want to type in this massive number in 5. It's a big number. Hit enter, and we've got it. The Z for zoom, A for all, and we've scaled it up to the correct scale according to what we were looking at. Now if I go back in here and put me a dimension in, oh wow, it's tiny because this thing has grown so much. So I zoom in here trying to see that dimension. We'd have to annotate it and get it set up. But this is 63,185, and it should have been 63,360 times 100 is it should be 6,336,000, and you see we're at 6,318,547. So we can fine tune this now. Take this number, what we want, divide this by 6,318,547.89. We can hone it in a little closer, and we'll scale it by this factor right here. Okay, this time. Okay, so now just back up and let's scale it and let's see what we get this time out of it. Wow, it's huge. Grab all of it, hit scale, my base point right there, and it is 1. I lost my number. I think it's 1.002. So scale, let's just say, put that in there, 1.002. And now let's zoom in here and see what we got. We'll zoom back in there and we'll look at that number again. I need to really amplify that up so we can see it without having to do the 63,300. We're getting closer. Let's go in there again. Let's get it right this time. 31184.98. We got a first 63,360 times 100 gives us that number. Divide that by 63,31184.98 equals. Keep that number in mind. We'll back all the way out, and we got to put that full number in if we really wanted to get it dead on the money with that line that we got. Grab all this and do a scale. Catch that point. Now we got to get this number right. 1.00 7605 24 9603. We got a big number there, so I click that, and let's go in here and see what we were running with now. If I zoom in there and check that measurement, 63,360.01, and that's just those decimal places, but we got it scaled pretty close. And that's how you get everything scaled. You take something that's and reference it like that, and always take what it's supposed to be and then divide it by what you actually got, and then it'll give you that scale factor to use. And once you get that put on there, just like the test says here, put it on your paper, and this is saying put it on B-size paper and find a scale that really fits it well, and you're going to submit that to me. Okay, so if there's any questions, just please let me know.